Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And something I spotted the other day was a brand new Total by Verizon location that's going to open very soon in my market. So, for Verizon to make this work, right? For them to really get this off the ground and change prepaid and take it in a positive direction, they're going to have to really push retail distribution on the now it's Total Wireless. So even that change is quite confusing, right? People are still literally opening stores today, right? Not yesterday, today, and they're still calling it Total by Verizon. So they made a brand change. They changed it from Total Wireless to Total by Verizon. Now it's going back to Total Wireless. And they're still putting up signage that says Total by Verizon. So that's interesting to note. But regardless, they have to bring retail distribution. They got to get the brand out there. They got to get it recognized. They got to create a perception around it. And in order for them to do that, right, to compete against Metro by T-Mobile and the Crickets of the world today, both of them have retail distribution quite a bit, right? Especially Metro by T-Mobile. I mean, they have stores everywhere, and I know they've been closing stores. Metro by T-Mobile, they've been closing and shutting down stores quite a bit. But in order for Verizon to create that same brand perception and create a brand around Total Wireless, they're going to have to bring retail distribution. And it can't just be through Dollar General, although that helps, right? Dollar Generals, there's quite a few of those. But to bring its own retail distribution, its own stores, I think this is a start, right? This is the first of its kind that I've seen in El Paso. So I fully anticipate to see more of these. I don't know how many. I'm sure it's going to all be authorized retailers. So there's going to be some locally owned ones. And I'm sure they're going to open some of these on every side of town. Just like I said, so we can start getting the brand recognition out there. A lot of people don't know what Total Wireless even is. So you got to get that out there, get stores going. And that's going to require some operations cost, right? That's going to require some upfront capital in certain cases, additional leasing. So you got to make it work because you're spending money on getting the operation going, and you have to grow. You have to grow the operations. So you got to be very competitive in what I would call a very saturated segment, right? The value segment, I feel, is starting to get very saturated. You got cable MVNOs that are fighting for the value customer. You got Boost Mobile that's kind of trying to fight for both postpaid and prepaid all in one. So that's another disruptor. You got Visible that's under the Verizon umbrella. They're fighting for single line value customers. And then you got Cricket, you got Metro, you got tons of other brands out there. You got TracFone, Straight Talk. All those brands are fighting in the value segment. You got Mobile X fighting for the value customer. So this value segment is getting very saturated. So it's going to be hard to stand out. It's going to be very hard to stand out for Total Wireless, in my opinion. I'm not saying it's going to fail, but Metro has been around for a long time, and that's already got brand recognition, perception, Cricket as well. So it's going to be very hard for Total Wireless to come in and just all of a sudden, be successful. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a lot of fighting, and it's going to take a lot of competing. So that's why they dropped that new $50 plan, but they're going to have to do a lot more. I've seen recently, watching the UFC fights, there was some Total Wireless branding, commercials, advertisements that I saw, but that's only the start. I think at the Super Bowl they had some on the Spanish channel for Total Wireless, but that's only the start. They're gonna have to really step it up to penetrate the market, and I just don't know where they fit in. I'm trying to figure out where they fit in. Like I said, the value segment is very saturated. You got mobile network operators that have plans that compete in the value segment. You know, you got Metro Cricket, like I mentioned, and then you got all the other MVNOs that are fighting for the value segment. So very saturated. Very interesting that Verizon is pursuing the retail distribution. I don't know. Stated my opinion in previous videos. I think Verizon needs to consolidate. They need to put it all under Total Wireless. All the brands, consolidate them into Total Wireless, and just have Verizon, Total Wireless, and Visible. I think that's what they need to do, but they haven't done that yet. They still have the other brands like Straight Talk out there, and they have to find a go-to market for them, a unique one, unique offerings, and it's all just, in my opinion, a very saturated segment. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you've seen these Total Wireless stores opening in your market. Let us know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. See y'all in the next one. Peace.